Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Portland State Sailors Dynasty here on College Football 25. In this episode, we're going to play Navy, an American Conference opponent. And just to recap the recruiting done in the last episode, Ronald Lehan, the 3-star gem speed rushing end, committed. This guy is someone that may not right off the bat be amazing, but he's got the size, he's got the speed, he's going to be a good player for us. We're just going to hope that the gem means that he's got a good development trait. We're in other battles right now, right, for Robert Stephen, the 4-star gem, and his visit week is this week. If we can win this game against Navy and kind of settle everyone down, we should be getting his commitment at the end of this week. Same hoping for D'Angelo Blade. That's a taller ask just because Blade isn't really even picked his top 3 yet, but we can at least get some huge ground on him. Same for McGlynn. Visit week is right now, and West Virginia is 7 weeks away from their visit. So if we can do good, we can secure a lot of these commitments. We've also got 2 Week 10 bye commitments, hoping to lock up later. Jorgensen, we threw some points on. Definitely someone we're hoping to get. And we, in the last episode, found a gem 3-star receiving back in Jamerson Favre, who I am really looking forward to hopefully bringing into the program. Let's go take a look at the Navy roster. We played them last year, and I believe we won that game pretty easily. They're a 75 overall, 76 offense, 75 defense. They do have a great player, 88 overall. He is their fullback. Navy does run the flex bone offense, which is what I have referred to in the past as the fullback formation. Basically, they're going to run the ball, and they're going to try and play defense. We'll see how it goes for them. Definitely upset potential here, especially with the 84 running back Brandon Chapman, their senior. He is ready to do damage. The hole for them is pretty obvious. It's at quarterback. It's either Braxton Woodson or Carson Lapati. Lapati has played in 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on 49 attempts. Not a great player. Pretty obvious there. They definitely don't have the QB that can go over the top. We can stack the box. We can cheat up on plays. That's how we're going to play. They do have Nathan Kent, the 96 speed receiver. Nobody else really is capable of making plays, but their senior wide receiver is certainly determined to do so. As for the line, could be a lot worse, could be a lot better. Same said for the defensive line, as they're now going to have to start McGraw or Emery, as their 2 best ends have gotten hurt. Landon Robinson is the captain of the defense. The senior D-tackle is by far the best player they have on their defensive line. And Jake Lusk is not too bad backing him up. Linebackers aren't anything crazy other than Job Grant, who again, great player highlighting an otherwise pretty weak linebacker core. Kevin Weathersby, who dodged a bullet, he is hurt for this game. So Andrew Duhart is going to be their number 1. They do have pretty good size and speed at the cornerback position, but we should still be able to take advantage of the lack of overall top-end speed. Again, this is an untalented team. We got to beat these types of teams. We're just simply better. We've got a lot on the line with the visits, so without further ado, let's just hop right into it. Gonna have them wear their current aways, and I think I'm gonna have us wear our all blacks for this one. We are gonna get the ball first, which is interesting. I don't mind it though. I am a big fan of setting the tone, and this is one way to do it. Doss, sideline, touchdown, kickoff, return, touchdown. That's a way to set the tone. Kick is gonna be up and good as we take a quick 7-0 lead. They're highlighting Chapman and Weathersby. Ironically, Weathersby isn't playing. You guessed it. Handed off to the fullback who gains 4. 2nd and 6. We're going to bring some pressure. It doesn't do a lot as they gain 5 on the run. 3rd and 1. They fake the handoff, but it gets batted down by Lionel Williams. Not great blocking here. Definitely just going to fair catch that. Points are on the board, but the offense is coming out for the first time. All Blacks look amazing, and we're going to hand off to Xander Stone. Don't read it really well and only gain 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. Going to go over the middle. A Menor hangs on. Xander Stone should be able to gain this first down. I feel confident in him, and that's why. I mean, he's just a dependable back and moves the chains. 1st and 10. Looking for Major, and he comes down with it. What a throw from Carter Wells, and what a catch from CJ Major on the sideline. 1st and 10, Xander Stone handoff, gets up the middle for 5. 2nd and 5, Stone gonna carry again and gains 2. 3rd and 3. Gonna go underneath to Loomis, who gets the first and gets inside the 10. 1st and goal. Gonna go underneath to a Menor, and he gains 4. 2nd and goal. Feels pretty open for Xander Stone, who gets into the end zone and gives us a 2-score lead. We stack the box again. Not gonna pinch the line. And the fullback is able to gain 3 on the run. 2nd and 7. They're going to hand it off, but Golden is there and holds him to 1. Yeah, okay. QB keeps it and loses 1, and they're going to have to punt it again. I know how to defend the flex bone at this point. Our first game was against FCS East, who ran it. Obviously played Army and Navy a good amount of times. It's just not something that's going to faze me at this point. Our team is just too talented, and Xander Stone showing that talent on that run. 1st and 10. Menor's got him. Deep end zone, touchdown, Sailors. We're playing with our food, folks. It's just too easy. 21-0 lead. First quarter's not even over. We're just dicing up teams. They're going to run in motion, run it back up the middle, and gain 4. We're going to pinch, not too worried about the over the top. And they're going to hand it off right up the gut and get it to 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches. They send him in motion. QB keeps it, and he can't get the first. Going to have to fair catch that, and we'll take over at the 32. Our defense has had some pretty amazing first half recently, and Xander Stone fights up the gut for 6. 2nd and 4, sending Stone in motion. Gonna get it to him. Blocks set up well, and he gets the first. They really just don't learn, do they? I mean, I'll throw that up there. Not Xander. CJ Major, making the phenomenal catch again. Moving the chains has been far from difficult in this one, and we're going to run a little end around, get tricky, and Major gains 2. I mean, just pure domination, time of possession, 3rd down conversions, passing the ball in general has been just unstoppable. 2nd and 8. We're going to fake the jet sweep. I wish we could have handed it off somehow, but brings us to 3rd and 8. Just going to run a screen. Xander Stone's got it, and he can't pick up the first. Honestly, might as well just take the field goal. Kick is up and barely through. Almost shanked it. Yeah, QB keeps it. He's got speed. Gains 7 on the run. 2nd and 3. We're in a zone. They're going to hand it off and gain pretty much nothing. 3rd and 4. They are looking to pass. And they get sacked. Torrey Taylor on the play. And yet again, Navy's going to have to punt it. The Flexbone just isn't a good offense. It's just really easy to defeat. Not going to be too challenging. And I think we've got another route on our hands. Well, doesn't help when Xander Stone fumbles the ball for the 2nd game in a row. And we're going to give him the ball right back at the 46. Yeah, I mean, not sure why he didn't just hand it off. Yeah, hand off, fullback. Golden and McKinstry wrap him up for a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. Are they going to run? No, they go with the pass. They're going to throw that up, and Lionel Williams gets an easy interception, and he's going to run it all the way to the 28. We trust Xander Stone. Not great blocks there as he loses 1. 2nd and 11. Underneath, Doss has it and gains 4. 3rd and 7. Underneath to a Menor who can't get the first. We are actually going to punt. We have such a big lead to feel like we might as well. And we're going to get a free hit there. 1st and 10. What do we think they're going to do? Oh, run up the middle. We're ready for it. And they gain 5. 2nd and 5. They hand it off and gain 2. 3rd and 3 now. What are we looking to do here? It's a screen, and Golden can't wrap them up. 1st and 10. Are they going to run it out of the gun? They are. He runs right into the wall. That is Dane Golden, and only gains 1 on the play. Yeah, run right into our blitz. Gain 4. 3rd and 5, sending a man in motion. They're going to run right into a brick wall again. And again, they're going to have to punt it. 1st and 10, looking to run it. Gains 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. Going to try and fit that in. And Menor can't come down with it. Good coverage on the play. 3rd and 7. Going to go underneath, and Doss cannot get the first. 1st and 10, they're now in the pistol, looking to pass, and they make a good play for 6. They've got a minute 30 to get some points, and our job is obviously to not let that happen. Quarterback scrambles. 1st and 10. What is Navy looking to do here? They're trying to go over the middle, and I read it all the way. Dane Golden with another pick. 1st and 10. Elika Menor over the top. Gets a block, and he's gone. This offense is dynamic. I don't know what to tell you. A lot of speed, a lot of big plays, and just so fun to watch. 1st and 10, running back is out, but we get in the backfield for the sack. 2nd and 18, I mean, pretty hard to feel good about your chances of scoring here. They've only got 1 more timeout. They will actually look to run here, and they gain a good amount. 3rd and 7 is no, easy conversion, especially not out of the flex bone. But they're going to throw it right over the middle. Clearly a miscommunication. 4th and 7 here. Just going to fair catch it. No need to get Doss hurt. 1st and 10. Oh, hit as we threw. 2nd and 10. Going to go underneath. Doss. We'll call a timeout. 3rd and 1. Going out to Doss. It gets broken up. We are going to go for it. I know not really any point, but I don't know. I don't want to give it up, and we do. We're going to give it right to them. I don't really see the point in punting here. They're going to throw it away. 20 seconds left. Their kicker could probably make it if they gain about 10 or 15 yards. Obviously, that's not in the heart of the cards, as they're going to throw it away. Back in the flex bone, it's 3rd and 10. If they do want to run it up the middle, they can go ahead. Obviously, that's not what they're going to do. What they're going to do is take a sack and punt us the ball. We're up big, 31-0. And Navy really just getting smoked exactly the way we want them to be. Like I said, a bunch of huge visits, and if we can make that progress on them, we're going to feel pretty good about it. We do have to kick off. Not really worried about it, as like I said, the flexbone offense is kind of an ancient thing. We'll see if they can get it going, though, in the second half. 1st and 10, box is ready. They hand off up the middle, and he breaks a tackle. Big run for him, and they get a first. It's not like the fullback is bad. He's obviously their best player. They just don't have a dynamic enough offense to where you feel like they can score at will. They're going to keep it, actually. No handoff there. And get it to a 3rd and 3. You just got to learn how to convert on 3rd down. And unfortunately, let me not speak too soon, as we give up a huge play over the top, and they're now in the red zone. Up to this point in the game, I'd say it's fair to say that they weren't really doing a great job of converting on 3rd down. But if they could, that's what the flexbone needs to do. Runs on the early downs to try and set up conversions. He tried to pitch it, but we dove, broke that play up perfectly, and now it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, Golden, there, 2 men, break it up, and they're going to have to settle for 3. Kicking this from the wide hash, and no problem at all, up and good. Well, that took some time off the clock, no doubt about it. Doss! Oh, somebody got in his way. He could have been gone. 1st and 10 run, and Xander Stone loses 2. 2nd and 12. Gonna go outside. Stone has it. Picks up a block. 1st and 10, handoff, Xander Stone cuts it up and keeps going, gets the first easily. Gonna go over the middle, Amener's got it, and he's got the first. 1st and 10, nobody covering. Actually, somebody is covering. Didn't see that till the last second, and they break up the attempt. 2nd and 10, gonna run the ball, great blocks, and Xander Stone gets the first. We're now at a 1st and goal at the 8. We're gonna get Xander Stone up there, and he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Sailors. Alright, that's now a 35-point lead for the Sailors, and we're gonna give Navy the ball back in a hole. They're gonna motion, quarterback's gonna go out, tries to pitch it, nobody there, and they lose 2. 2nd and 12, more motion, hand up the gut, goes nowhere. They can claw their way out of it, they've proved it, and they're gonna go over them to the side, and it gets broken up again. 4th and 12, they're obviously gonna punt us the ball yet again. This game is not close and is not going to be. Gonna go right to chew clock. At this point, game feels like it's pretty much in the bag. Another game where we might see some of the youngins come in. Gonna hand that off. Stone gets stopped, loses 4 on the run, which is unfortunate. Alright, Xander, what you got? Good blocks, and to the 4th and 1. Again, I just hate punting. It's just not a good look for me, honestly. Direct snap, running back, good blocks, get the 1st and more. 1st and 10. A Menor makes the catch in bounds. Elika Menor is just special, man. I mean, we finally got the transfer working in our favor, and we get a nice run of 5 on the play. Are we going to fit that in there? Oh, my God. Elika Menor comes down with it again. We're going to get one last play. Xander Stone gets himself another touchdown as the quarter comes to an end. Since we put in Robeson last game, I think I'm going to put in Dalton Jasmine. That's kind of who I meant to put in the last game. I just really wasn't thinking. So we'll give him a look towards the end. Thorne and Lime are going to come in there. We'll go to slot receiver, which is where I really forget to take the guys out. After the kickoff, it is going to be the end of the third quarter. Heading into the fourth, we have a 42-point lead. They've scored 3 points all game. Feel pretty good about our chances of winning this one. They, looks like, have made some subs as well. I believe this is the backup quarterback. And he makes a great throw to the outside, and they get to the 40. Obviously, they've got their bench guys in, and we blew that coverage with Golden. We're going to try and put some pressure on. We do. Get him for a sack, a loss of 7 on the play. Jermaine Willingham making the tackle. 2nd and 17. Not a lot going on. Tight throw over the middle is complete. Sets up a 3rd and 9. They haven't done well with 3rd down conversions all game. We'll see if that changes here. They are going to try and take the top off. Jump ball gets batted down, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal. He's got the leg. Kick is up, and it doinks in. How funny is that? Hand off to Thorne. Goes up the gut and gains 4. Thorne to take the handoff again, goes up the middle for 3. We're going to actually have the read option. Jasmine shows the speed and runs for the 1st down. I like to try and, showcase some of these QBs. Thorne, former QB, actually transitioned from the position, if you're not, familiar with the series and all that happens in it. But Jasmine was one of our guys from last year, our commits. Eli Lime gets dropped in the back for a loss of 1. But I like Dalton Jasmine. He's definitely the one that I think has the most potential to succeed as we set up a 3rd and 8 here. Honestly, I trust the blocks. We're just going to run it again, and we don't get the first, and we'll just punt it away. Oh, wow. What a punt. And we're going to down it at the 1. 1st and 10. Hand up middle. They gain 2 or 3 on the play. 2nd and 8. Still in the flex bone. Hand off up the middle. And he gains 2. Still in the flex bone. 3rd and 6 here. Could get interesting. Oh, tried to cut underneath. Pop them at the 25, but they get the 1st and way more. 1st and 10. They're now in the gun. They're going to look to throw. And I totally blew the coverage on the Texas route, but Couch, Mr. Jake Couch, makes the sack. 2nd and 14. Navy just getting their final plays off, and yeah, nice completion over the middle. Slant gets them the 1st down. Nearing the 2-minute warning, final play before that. 1st and 10, sending in motion. It's a play action, and we're gonna bring him down for a sack, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 16, another motion. Another play action. He's trying to get outside and throws it away. 3rd and long. What are they going to look to do? They're in the pistol. They're faking it. And they go down. 7th sack of the game. And Torrey Taylor forces the punt. 1st and 10. Jasmine finds Doss. Doss is going to go all the way. All right, final plays. What's Navy going to do? Hand off. No, more play action. And they throw it away. That's like objectively the worst type of play to have happen. Obviously, you'd rather the sack or like even a run or a catch for positive yards. And we are going to bring him down this time. 8th sack of the game, and forces now a 3rd and 19. And McKinstry makes the play. We're going to end this one. Don't worry, I will run it this time. No more stat padding needed. We'll go outside. Thorne has the block, spins back, and gets the first. We're going to bring it down to 20. And Thorne spins off again, gains 5. That is the game. 52-6 is the final. Pure domination. Just outclassing our opponent. We are the better team, and I think we know it. Elika Menor, 8 catches, 146, 2 touchdowns, easily having an amazing game and an amazing season for us. Taking a look at the stats, Carter Wells had a phenomenal game. Jasmine obviously has a near 1,000 passer rating from the 66-yard touchdown. But Carter Wells played great. 274, 2 touchdowns, 4 total incompletions, no interceptions. Perfect game from him. Xander Stone did great. Not the most efficient on his carries, but he put up yards, put up touchdowns. The fumbles are concerning. Just don't want those to happen in, more important scenarios. Looking at Elika Menor, what a game from him. 18 per reception, 8 catches, 2 touchdowns, 146 yards. Sean Doss, another great game from him. 4 for 82 and a tutty. We obviously had 2 good catches for CJ Major, and Xander Stone also was featured in the offense. Blocking held up perfectly, no notes there. 3 interceptions. Golden, Williams, McKinstry, the guys you want to make the plays, did. Torrey Taylor had 2.5 sacks, 1.5 for McGuire and Couch, a sack each for Broughton and Golden, and Willingham with half a sack as well. Both quarterbacks struggled. Woodson definitely did better than Lapati, but they're both very, very raw players that just are not going to make big plays. That's why they're in this type of an offense. As for the running game, Texas did as well as you can for someone who does one of the more obvious things. Woodson lost 32 yards. Considering how much we sacked him, I think the fact that Lapati had 5 positive yards is pretty impressive. We held their receivers pretty low. Heinrich obviously had a couple of big grabs. Gurin had one. Woods had one. But none of them ever led to a touchdown. Just a couple big plays here and there. 6 different offensive linemen led up a sack. Obviously, the 51 overall tackle is someone you expect to. But, yeah, we dominated some pretty decent talent. Nothing, again, too crazy. Their defense didn't really do anything because our offense killed it. We're going to move to the next week now and hope that we see some commitments. Drum roll on that. And Robert Stephen, the 4-star quarterback gem, is committed to Portland State, as is Eric McGlynn. Huge commitments here. Gotta love that. And we're not done. TJ Jorgensen, welcome to Portland State. 3 big commitments, and we're still in the lead for Blade and Schuler. Jake Couch wins American Conference Defensive Player of the Week, which is really cool. He also wins National Defensive Player of the Week for his 5 TFLs. Doss, for some reason, wins American Offensive Player of the Week, even though Elika Menor definitely had a better game. And we're now a ranked program. Wow, we're coming in at rank 23. Makes you wonder where we would have been if we didn't lose that first game of the year. I mean, just huge commits here. Just incredible talent that we're going to have now. So happy that we can get Eric Glynn. He's strong enough and tall enough that I think we're going to convert him to tight end. Gives us a lot of playmaking at that position. But I'm not totally sold on that. Blade might as well just have committed already. Schuler, we're definitely going to have to earn that commitment. But we've got plenty of hours now, 320 to be exact. We don't know much about Bober or Hogue in terms of their interests, although actually that's a lie. Hogue I could put on playing time, which I will. Send him on a visit in week 10. We don't really need Max Morton. I think we should scout some of these players. Let's just throw the full 65 on them and say whatever. Alright, maybe we can jump the board on those guys. 4 stars are still 4 stars. 3 4-stars committed, 1 3-star. 3 total gems out of 4 players. Obviously, a lot of other programs have made more progress up to this point. We're currently the 37th ranked class. These are both tight ends, and we've already got Jorgensen committed. McGlynn's probably going to move to tight end. So I don't really see the point in having these guys on our board. I mean, we know Goddard is okay. We should throw him a scholarship. Garnes, we should definitely throw a scholarship. Leal, again, don't need tight ends. And I don't think we need quarterback either. Josh Jean, I mean, broken gem, 3-star. We'll take him off the board. Oof, that took a lot of points, but he's got good power. Definitely somebody I would like. That feels dumb to put that much on the punter. Maybe we do 10 there, and then we do 15 for them all. When we get more points, I'll definitely throw more 3-stars on our board. But as far as what we've got right now, I'm pretty set on this. These are guys that had interest at the beginning of the year, and we've kind of just stayed on their board as the season's gone along. I'm pretty comfortable with what we've got, though. I mean, a whole bunch of good players. D'Angelo Blade is all but committed. Really excited to have him. I mean, just in general, we're going to have a really good linebacking room. Kind of maintaining as the depth, like Dane Golden move out. Samuel Dogby, D'Angelo Blade. I mean, that's just a lot of talent. Hopefully we can get Schuler to commit too. Penn State's probably going to steal him, which is no biggie because we already got Lehan committed. And if we really were worried about it, we can, add our points in along the way. We will take on UCLA in the next episode. Not a conference game, just a fun team to play. We've won 5 in a row after dropping our first game. Finally, a ranked program. UCLA will play them for the first time, but we need to get our get back on UAB and East Carolina. And Iowa would be a fun matchup. And then we've got Army and UConn to end out the year. So a couple of talented teams mixed in with some guys that we're looking for revenge on. I'm pretty excited for the next half of the year. And I do want to look real quick at the halfway point at our season stats before we go. Carter Wells is having a great senior campaign, really stepped it up in the last couple weeks here. 11 turnovers is too many, I get it, but 18 touchdowns, 68 completion percentage, 2,000 yards. He's doing amazing. Xander Stone, again, still having a great year, 700 yards, 8 touchdowns. Thorne backing him up pretty well. 5 fumbles for Xander Stone is suboptimal, but I mean, who's even better is Alec Amener. It's true because it rhymes. 8 touchdowns, 800 yards, not even 40 receptions, averages 143 yards a game. I mean, he's killing it this year. Doss has been good, Major's been good, Stone's been good, Monroe, Loomis, and the other Stone, Luke, have been serviceable. But these are the main 4 guys with Amener really headlining the group. As for the offensive line, Rockingham has given up some pretty big sacks. Wesley has been rough. Carter's been rough. Smalls has been okay. I mean, you're talking about a sack a game. It's not great, but it could be a lot worse. Obviously, the center is doing great. No real sacks given up by him, which is pretty hard to do as a center, but still worth noting that he's a good blocker. Jefferson McGuire, the senior, is leading the team in sacks with 7.5. Jake Couch, the other senior, has 6. Taylor, 5.5. Dane Golden, 3. Williams and Broughton, 2. Kai Gilbertson got 1. And then Willingham, Stokes, and Kelby Smith all have half a sack. Jefferson McGuire with 20 TFLs, Dane Golden with 15, Taylor with 14, Couch with 12, Stokes and Smith with 9, Broughton with 5, Williams with 4, and you see the rest. Our defense has gotten a lot of picks. Golden has 6, Williams and Scruggs have 4 each, Willingham and McKinstry have 3 each, and Overmace has 2. Golden, of course, leading the team in tackles, followed by McGuire, Overmace, and Stokes. Kicking's been okay. No missed extra points yet, knock on wood, but the kicking could be better. Not super efficient, but not too bad. Punting, those are the stats. Kick return, those are the stats. Punt return, those are the stats. I just wanted to check out our conference standings here because we are 3-1 in the conference. UAB has been at the top, and I would love to play Tulane in like a conference championship week, maybe get a bowl game. I mean, who knows? Maybe we can get into the top 12 and get a playoff game under our belt. But that'll do it for this episode. Next episode, we'll take on UCLA, try and get more commitments. But overall, I feel really good about where we're at on the year, halfway through. Feels pretty good. If you did enjoy this episode, let me know in the comments below just what you think. You know, everybody's got opinions. I'd love to hear yours. Love interacting with you guys. So, yeah, just drop me something to think about in there. That's all I got for you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.